Classical conditioning is the act of pairing a thing that your dog may potentially consider negative, such as another dog, a skateboard, a bike, new sounds, etc., with an item that your dog already has a positive response to, such as a delicious treat or a favorite toy. Techniques used in classical conditioning can be used for any species, but for the purpose of this video, we will be using dogs. These methods can be used to help develop positive emotional responses that can lead to desirable behaviors. They can be adapted to many different training scenarios, including introducing your dog to something new, unfamiliar, or potentially fear-inducing. We use this technique because it's the best, most humane way to create positive associations. It works because we pair something the dog already enjoys with an unknown or neutral item. If we pair the two things correctly, the dog will associate the new thing with a positive emotional response. There are important things to keep in mind in order to practice this technique correctly. The dog must perceive the item, in this case, a man wearing a hat, but not be so close to the item that a negative response is elicited. Notice the timing of when the trainer delivers the treat, immediately after the dog looks at the item. You want to work with a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning that every time the dog looks at the item, he or she gets a treat. It is important to use a high-value treat, such as meat, cheese, or sometimes a favorite toy. Figure out what your pet's favorite treat is. The association being made depends on how special the treat is being offered. If the value of the treat is low, the dog's impression towards the item will be weak. If the value of the treat is high, the impression towards the item will be strong. Here's what classical conditioning looks like when you put all the pieces together. This dog has never seen a skateboard before. We are using classical conditioning to help him build a positive association to the skateboard. Ready to get started? Remember to use high-value treats. Use humane equipment such as a front attachment harness, head halter, or flat collar, along with a 4 to 6 foot non-retractable leash. Be patient, and always stay positive.